Hi everyone, my name's Ian and today I'm going to introduce you to Budweiser and Mika. Okay, and what we're going to be doing today is unboxing a wheelchair for the back legs. I do have additional wheels for a quad, but at the moment we're going to need just the back wheelchair for the back legs. So let's go through the box. Okay, so I have a green wheelchair because that's what it says on the sticker. So onto the back of the box we have the instructions, okay, of how to set the wheelchair up. Okay, so we're gonna now open the box, and remember this box has to stay original, so you need to put it somewhere safe. So let's get into the box and we're going to open the box. Okay. So if I remember, it's pull up and open. Okay, just like that, like that. So I'm going to have to bring it to the floor slightly. So inside the box, we're going to have quite a few different bags. This bag's empty. So we're going to have the harnesses, the harness kit, okay? So we'll start off first with pulling out all the equipment, okay? So in this box, we've got harnesses for the front, okay? So that's how the harness with the red at the bottom, black at the top, okay? Every wheelchair is a bit different with different colours. But how you would know how to put this on right is by looking at these two clips. Okay? And what these two clips do, right, that would go over the head of the dog. So, for the dog, I haven't got the dog here, but... So, this is how it works. But what we're going to do is just lie this down onto the floor until we can empty the box out and then work out what we've got, okay? And then we're going to look at everything. So we're going to place that to one side. Oh, one thing as well. On these harnesses, you do have little stickers, look. And it'll say top, okay? These are highly important that you keep your eye out for these. And we'll get into that in the next video. So what we're going to do is just the unboxing. So we're going to put that to the floor. Remember, all the packaging you need to keep together. All we're doing is an unboxing video. Okay? So that's going to have to go back into the box, all the plastics. Okay? So other doggies can get them. Okay? So we're on to the second part of the harnesses. Okay, so as you can see, the dog harness should look like C's, okay, like this. The two clips out like that, two clips on the back, okay. Oh, actually no, there. So that's how the harness will come, and that's how you're going to fit it onto the wheelchair. Right, what we're going to do is place that onto the floor so we can see every little bit we have. So that will be put onto the floor, okay? In that bag, we have a belly belt, okay? The belly belt is only used occasionally. It's depending on if you've got a sausage dog, a long dog, and maybe you might need a lift up, but I'd probably never use this. So we'll place that down. Okay, we have the two black leg rings. Okay, so if your dog's back legs are completely gone, you can put them in the ring. I'll probably never use them either, but they're there. Right, more bags, keep them. Okay, doesn't matter if they're empty, keep the bags. Okay, they're for a part. Right, we've got a set of wheels. Okay, we've got another set of wheels. This is for the quad. Okay, We'll have all different parts for every single different wheelchair that you can add at a later date. So we're going to keep these. We're going to lay them out onto the floor. Okay, then we're going to go to the second part. Now we've got the wheels for the back legs. Okay, lovely, spin great. Okay, we're going to place them onto the floor so we know every little thing we've got. Okay, so we have another wheel. It works perfectly okay. Whatever you do, men, this is especially for you. Don't mess about trying to tighten these up, trying to get a balance because they're wobbly. Do not do it. Just leave them alone. Okay. We have the side harnesses. Okay. This is where your front harness will be clipped into. Highly important. Remember, put them all onto the floor. You need a good space so you can see everything. Okay. So second, we've got another one. And remember, these are all clipped together. This is quite simple to put together. There's 3 ways to put it together, and that's it. Okay. On these, you'll have a top and a bottom. Okay. How you'll know which is the top and bottom, sometimes I'll have a marker when it will say top on the top. This hasn't, obviously, because it's probably been used before, but just by looking at it, oh, it's a bit tricky actually, but we'll work that out as we go. Really, we need stickers put on, but yeah, sometimes you'll have writing across these, and what you can do then is you'll see up and down, because what you don't want to do is turn it upside down. So you have a wheelchair that's upside down and been built upside down. So really you need to work out, make sure this is level. We'll have to kind of come up with a plan for that one. Okay, in the back you'll have 2 extender bars, one like this. Okay, and this is going to come highly important. Okay, if you can see that. This part of the fitting is highly important. You've got 2 bars. Okay, when you're measuring the dog at the back, these are going to be the main part of the build. So keep your eye out for them. So let's get back over here. So we're going to lay them out onto the floor. Okay. So now we get into the nuts and bolts. We're going to take absolutely everything out of the packaging. And if we don't need it, we've got these to put them back in. Okay. And there's a reason why. Okay. This is for the quad wheelchair. These have got to be fitted to the rear legs and stuff. I can't remember what they're actually called. I better learn that one. But anyway, we'll get to I think they're called knuckles. But I'd have to 100% make sure. I'm going to keep that back in the package because I don't think we need it for... Oh, we might actually. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put that out. So if I do need them, we'll use them. So I'll lay everything out nice and neat, exactly the way if I need them. Okay, second part. You've got an Allen key and all the screws, all the connectors, all little bits and stuff. So you've got to keep that highly important. You keep that laid out flat on the floor. Right, in this box we have the actual walking wheels instructions. So if you're very careful, you can read this, okay, and it's going to tell you how to put it together. But hopefully by watching this video you shouldn't really have to, you know. But it's very interesting read. So highly recommend read this before you put it together. Okay, so what we're going to do is put that back in the box, because obviously I know what I'm doing. Right, remember, okay, remember you cannot throw away this box, okay, never. So what we're going to do is put all the packaging we've took from all of this down here back into the box. So that's these, all the packaging, okay. If there's any more that's fell out, just grab it, put it all back into the box. Okay, we're going to close this box up, and that's going to stay there until I have to put any spare parts back in. Any spare parts come out, they're going to go back in. And remember, that gets put to one side. Okay, remember, you've still got this box. Okay, this is the return box. This is highly important to keep this one as well. So A, we're going to put this to one side. Okay. Secondly, we have all the extender bars for the quad wheelchair. Okay, we're not going to be using this today because this is actually for this one. There you go, Budweiser. But Budweiser's blind and he's deaf and he's got DM or PM, we're not too sure. But what's going to happen is at a later date we're going to have to pull this out and rebuild the wheelchair into a quad. So at the moment we don't need this. So what we're going to do is, remember, you got your packaging, okay. You're going to put this back on because we don't need this for now. So we'll put that back on in a bit and put that back into the box. So the main thing is now, I'm just going to come round and grab the camera just to show you everything onto the floor. Okay, so everything's onto the floor right now. As you can see, 2 sidebars, 2 wheels, clips, bolts and nuts, 2 back bars, 2 harnesses, a belly belt, and obviously the quad wheel parts. Okay? So once you've got to this level, well done. Okay? So as we look at the wheelchair now, and we can see all the parts onto the floor, what we're going to do is not what everyone else does by grabbing these, grabbing this, putting it all together. Okay, that's a no-no. The first rule, okay, we're going to do is remember the measurements, okay, the measurements that you give to Rachel for the wheelchair, okay. If you can't find them, this is going to be the next part of the video where I'll grab the tape and I'm going to explain to you how to put the wheelchair together, how to measure the dog. So I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye from me. I'm Ian. Goodbye.